Hey there, beautiful souls. Welcome back to Philosophies for Life, the podcast where we dive deep into ancient wisdom and modern insights to help you live a more fulfilling, meaningful life. I'm so thrilled to have you here with me today because we're about to unpack a story that's as simple as it is profound, a story that'll hit you right in the heart and remind you of the power of perseverance. It's the tale of two frogs, one thin and one stout, who find themselves in a bucket of milk, fighting for their lives. This isn't just a children's fable. It's a life lesson wrapped in a humble narrative, teaching us to never give up, no matter how slippery the situation gets. So grab a cozy spot, maybe a warm cup of tea, and let's dive into this story together. First, let me set the scene. Picture this. Two childhood frog friends, one thin and lanky, the other chubby and robust, living in a small pond in the jungle. They're inseparable, spending their days hopping around, exploring new places, and just having a blast. One day, their curiosity leads them out of the jungle and into a nearby farm. There, they see something they've never seen before, a farmer milking a cow and filling a bucket with this strange white liquid. To these frogs, who've only ever known the muddy waters of their pond, this looks like a magical pool of wonder. Let's swim in it, they think, and without a second thought they leap into the bucket of milk. At first, it's pure joy. They're splashing, diving, and laughing. But soon, reality hits. They realize they can't get out. The bucket's walls are too high, the milk too slippery. They try and try, but every jump ends with a slide back down. What started as a playful adventure has now turned into a life-or-death struggle. Now, let's pause here and pull out a quote that resonates with this moment. Winston Churchill once said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." Think about that for a second. These two frogs are in a literal slippery slope, and it's their courage, or lack thereof, that will determine their fate. The stout frog, exhausted after hours of trying, says to his friend, "I can't do this anymore. I'm tired. I'm done." Despite the thin frog's encouragement to keep swimming, to keep hoping that someone might rescue them, the stout frog gives up. He stops moving, sinks into the milk, and tragically loses his life. But the thin frog? He's heartbroken, tears streaming down his little frog face, but he refuses to give up. Fueled by the pain of losing his friend, he paddles harder, faster, with every ounce of strength he has left. Here's where the magic happens, friends. As the thin frog keeps swimming, something incredible unfolds. The constant churning of the milk starts turning it into butter. The liquid thickens, and clumps of butter form on the surface. Suddenly, it's not so slippery anymore. Using the butter as a foothold, the thin frog gathers all his remaining energy, leaps with everything he's got, and boom, he's out of the bucket. He's alive. He's free. But as he catches his breath, the weight of his loss sinks in. His best friend didn't make it. And why? Because he gave up just a little too soon. If he had held on just a bit longer, he too would have seen the butter form. He too would have made it out. Let's reflect on this philosophically for a moment. Life, my friends, is often like that bucket of milk. We find ourselves in situations where the walls feel too high, the surface too slick, and every effort seems futile. Maybe it's a financial struggle where the bills keep piling up, or a relationship that feels like it's slipping through your fingers. Maybe it's a dream you've been chasing, but the rejections are piling up faster than you can count. In those moments, giving up feels like the easiest option. But this story reminds us of a deeper spiritual truth. Transformation often happens just beyond the point of despair. The milk didn't turn to butter instantly. It took hours of relentless effort. Similarly, in life, breakthroughs often come right after our darkest moments, if only we keep going. As the Bhagavad Gita teaches, perform your duty with diligence, without attachment to success or failure. It's the persistence, the faith in the process that matters. So, what can we take away from this story and apply to our own lives? First, cultivate resilience. Understand that setbacks are not the end. They're just part of the churning process. Whether it's a job loss, a failed project, or a personal loss, keep moving, even if it's just one tiny step at a time. Second, surround yourself with encouragers. Notice how the thin frog tried to motivate his friend to keep going. Find people in your life who lift you up, who remind you of your strength when you forget it. And third, reframe your struggles. Instead of seeing that bucket as a trap, see it as an opportunity to transform. Ask yourself, what can I learn here? How can this struggle make me stronger? Maybe that tough situation at work is teaching you patience. Maybe that heartbreak is teaching you self-love. Keep churning, and the butter will form. As we wrap up, let me leave you with one final thought from Thomas Edison, who said, "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." Think about that. How close are you to your breakthrough right now? That dream, that goal, that healing, it might be just one more paddle away. The thin frog lost his friend, but he didn't let that loss define him. He went back to the jungle, started a family, named his children after his lost friend, and every evening he told them this story. He taught them to never give up, to keep swimming no matter how tired they felt. And that's my challenge to you today, dear listener. Whatever bucket you're in right now, keep swimming. The butter will form, the leap will come, and when it does, you'll look back and realize every struggle was worth it. Thank you for tuning in to Philosophies for Life. If this story touched you, share it with someone who might need a little nudge to keep going. And as always, take a moment today to reflect. What's one area in your life where you can keep churning just a little longer? I believe in you. Until next time, keep hopping, keep hoping, and never ever give up. See you soon.